All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join us here tonight, live on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. If you haven't heard, we changed the name a few days ago from Uncensored Live Streams to Authentic Live Streams. I already have my lady here with me live on the air. She's on the StreamYard. And let's just get right to her. Hey, baby, how you doing? How do you feel about that name change again? Isn't that, representing the channel a lot better than Uncensored was? Authentic, huh?
I absolutely, it absolutely represents who you and I are. We are absolutely authentic.
We are absolutely authentic. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So before we get any further, let me just first of all make sure that the notification went out. And I think I'm on my wrong account here. Let me get to the right account because, the notification did go out. Cool. And the back end of YouTube seems to be rolling smoothly. All right. Well, babe, we're going to get right to it tonight because we really don't have, much community news, with the exception we're even closer to being monetized. As of this morning, I checked the back end of YouTube and it said we're at 3,965 public watch hours. YouTube is teasing me. 35 hours to go. So either by the time this show ends, either by the time this show ends, we'll qualify and I'll be able to place this channel under review for monetization, or it'll happen by sometime tomorrow morning. We'll only need 35 more hours. And we probably already have it. They just haven't finished processing our previous few pieces of content. So we will more than likely be under review by later tonight or sometime tomorrow. And probably will be approved sometime over the weekend or by Monday at the latest. That's what I assume. Keep it locked here and you'll find out more regarding that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to tonight's topic, baby. It was another one you suggested. It's a really, really good one. The topic is, my lady and I share how to stop being too clingy in relationships. One more time. My lady and I share how to stop being too clingy in relationships. Baby, before we get over to this blog you recommended, it's a really good one. Have you ever dated a guy that's too clingy?
Oh, God, yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Nauseous and wanting to run away.
How soon after? Go ahead.
Yeah, it just is overwhelming. And you just literally feel overwhelmed, nauseated, and you just want to run away.
So how soon after you picked up on his clinginess and being too clingy did you leave him, or did it end?
Oh, within 2 weeks.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Let me ask you one more thing, and then we're going to talk more about this as we go through the blog that you suggested for tonight's show. Do you feel that women can be too clingy as well, not just men?
Oh, stage 5 clingers. That's yes.
Stage 5 clingers? What's a stage 5 clinger? I've never heard of that.
Oh, well then you are lucky. No, yeah. Women have coined that phrase. We as women, not me. But yeah, we will latch on to a guy and it just becomes obsessive. You just don't let this guy go. You show up at his work, you show up at his house, you're constantly calling and texting.
Wow.
It's just, it's you are talking to his family. You You integrate your life into his life so much that, yeah, it's bad.
You know, baby, I had to pull up the Urban Dictionary meaning of stage 5 clinger. And this is what they say. It's not on the screen, but let me read it. When you start dating someone and they end up being a total stalker and clingy, they often start slowly and work their way up to letting you know they are a stage 5 clinger. 1, they will begin by being sweet to you and calling you. That way they reel you into their vortex, right? Everything will seem perfectly fine. You will think, wow, I have an amazing GFBF. In this case, we're talking about women, right? GF. Suddenly, number 2, suddenly they begin by asking you, why didn't you answer my text? Why didn't you call me back? Where are you? Number 3, they can also be very deadly to you or themselves. They might even hurt themselves if you don't break it off early enough. Wow. He's acting like a stage 5 clinger. One moment he's leaving me alone, and then the next moment he's threatening me because I didn't text him back. Help me. Yeah, that's not a healthy relationship for a man or a woman. So yeah, I've never heard of stage 5 clinger, but thank you for making me aware. But I've dealt with people like that, and it is not healthy and not fun at all, huh, baby?
Yeah, no, I mean it goes back to the old. Do you remember the movie where? Gosh, I don't remember the movie title, but where they boiled the rabbit.
They what?
Where it was Meryl Streep, and gosh, now I'm just messing this all up. I can't remember the title of this movie. And if anybody who's listening and wants to tune in, but it was when she boiled this uh person's rabbit, and because she was totally stalking them. Uh, and that's kind of where this all came from.
Is it called The Velveteen Rabbit?
No, that
Okay,
is
that is a book that Meryl Streep wrote. It looks like I'm looking this up online. I can't recall the movie.
no, it's very cryptic. It's a cryptic movie.
Little
Um,
Ears?
no, has nothing to do with rabbits in the title.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe somebody will help us out in the chat, or we will figure it out another time. So anyway,
Yes,
let's go ahead and get
it'll come
to
to
this.
me.
Yeah, it'll come to you. Let's go ahead and switch on over to the browser screen and get on over to this blog. 7 signs you're too clingy in relationships, written by She Said. Wow, this is an anonymous author. Written on July 25th, 2022. I had to format this to fit properly. So hopefully, folks, you can see this quite well. I had to kind of crop it in a way where the majority of it would fit on the screen, large enough to read.
Fuck.
What, baby?
Sorry,
do you realize?
I just knocked my knee. I just knocked my
Okay.
knee on my table.
Well, I understand, but maybe you can mute if you hit yourself like that. And I mean, it is what it is. But people just heard you say, "Oh, fuck," you know. I mean, come on, babe. Anyway, let's just move forward. It's all good. You're still learning how to handle this podcasting thing. Let's scroll down and get to the first part here. It'll update on your screen, babe, in just a minute or so. One of the quickest ways to ruin a relationship is to be too clingy. No shit. This is common relationship wisdom, and yet we're probably all guilty of having violated it in at least one of our past relationships. Well, yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I was pretty clingy because, I really wanted a woman in my life. And I just didn't realize how weak, needy, desperate, and insecure I was coming off until I got older and took a look back at why my younger relationships didn't work. And it was because I was being too clingy, too needy, too weak. too insecure. And I was dependent on the woman's happiness for my happiness. And that's the quickest way to get dumb. A relationship needs to be about two people coming together already complete and happy and sharing each other's happiness and completeness together. What are your thoughts about that, babe?
Completely agree. Absolutely agree. I had you on mute because the dogs were acting up for a minute.
It sounds like they're still acting up right now, but
yeah,
that's okay. And things are going to happen. It's all good. Some nights are better than others. The thing is, we're all needy to some extent. Well, that is true, but it's how, you control it. Both men and women want to be loved, want to be appreciated, right? Want to be chased and this and that, but it's how you do it and how you come off. So yeah, that does make sense. If we didn't need each other, we wouldn't bother with relationships at all. Yeah, that's basically saying very clearly what I just said a second ago. And in every relationship, there is someone who is more invested. One person loves more at any given moment. The key is to have that seesaw go both ways in a healthy relationship. You take turns needing each other more and even loving each other more. Well, in the modern world, if the woman isn't at least a little more invested than the man, then she will slowly start to fall out of love and then end up leaving you because women in the modern world, they're dependent. They don't need a man for survival. And if he can't bring value beyond just being an attractive man, he's not going to be, worth her time. What are your thoughts about that, baby, regarding, me saying that women need to be at least a slight bit more invested all the time over the man?
Absolutely. But I do agree with that. But then can I go back and retract? I did look it up. It's called Fatal Attraction, the movie.
Oh, Fatal Attraction.
And
Yes.
It's not Meryl Streep. It was Glenn Close. So yeah, I did have it wrong, but that was the movie I was talking about.
Very popular movie. Very popular movie back in the days.
And that would be Glenn Close played stage 5 Clinger in that movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. But yes, no. I completely agree with what you're saying there. It has to come from the woman a little bit more than the man. Ouch.
Okay. So again, it says the key is to have that seesaw go both ways in a healthy relationship. You take turns needing each other more and even loving each other more. I would just say, be yourselves. Sometimes women are going to be the woman's going to be going through something and the man will be there to support her. And sometimes the man will be going through something and the woman will be there to support him. Nothing wrong with that.
And that's happened.
Yeah. That's happened.
That is exactly the seesaw. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but baby, I'm agreeing. That's a seesaw.
No, I understand. I understand, baby. It's just that I think, you're still getting used to, jumping in before the other person finishes what they're saying. So
I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
I'm excited.
No, I understand that. I understand that. It's all good. Not a big deal. Let's continue. Psychiatrist Mark Banschik says, there's no shame in being needy. There are usually good reasons why you become that or you became that way, like anxieties in early childhood. But he says, if you value your relationship, you need to learn to overcome your neediness. The more you hold on, the more he or she will want to escape. Love requires trust in order to work. Yeah, and baby, here's the thing. When we first started going out, I still think, women, because they're emotional beings, because of their natural feminine biological essence, they're going to be needy all the damn time to a certain extent. So, I understand dating a woman such as you or any other woman, you ladies are going to be naturally a little more needy than, than normal men. Now, when you talk about, once again, the thirsty beta males or the feminized men in the modern world, that come off very needy, that's because, they're beta males. But typical, normal, strong alpha males, good guys, that are emotionally strong and are centered in their masculine energy, are not going to be needy at all, or at least not come off needy at all. Does that mean we don't want your support when we're going through things? No. But, like look at me. When you come here on the weekends, we spend time together, right? And right when you leave, you're like, man, I can't wait until Friday. Now, I can't wait to see you again too, but also I'm not feeling the neediness of wanting to see you as much as you are. It doesn't mean I don't want to see you. I do. But I'm thinking to myself, cool, I love my woman. She's going back home for a few days, like 4 days. During this time, yeah, we'll keep in touch by phone, but in between, I'll be able to focus on the things I need to get done for myself that will not only better me, will also better her and our relationship without the distraction of, her sexiness being around. Because, baby, it's true. You ladies can be very, very distracting. Tell me I'm wrong about that.
You're not wrong, but the fact is, yes, I know I have work to do at home, and that's why I go home to do it. But when I say that, it's just, I'm saying, God, I can't wait till Friday because I enjoy my time with you. It's not that I have nothing to do. It's just, and I don't want the break from you. It's just, I enjoy my time with you. So I'm just saying, hey, baby, goodbye. And I can't wait till the next time I see you. That's it.
But I think you become far less needy. What is that? I can
Oh
hear that.
God, yeah.
What does that sound?
I was filing my nails. I'm sorry.
You're filing your nails in the middle of a show and it's coming right through the microphone, loud and clear.
I'm a girl. I'm sorry. I multitask.
Well, baby, you may want to hold off on doing that because it's coming
I'll
right through the mic.
I'll stop.
No big deal. It's okay. You're just proving how feminine you are. It's all good in the hood.
Well, yeah, I just, I have my nail file there and I just wanted to clean up my nails a little bit.
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm hearing this. I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, I'm filing my nails, baby. Okay. You're so girly. That's all good. It's all good. Let's continue here. The more you hold on, the more he or she will want to escape. Love requires trust in order to work. That's what I was going to say, baby. I think now that we're at the 11-month mark in our relationship, we've been together almost a year. I think there's a lot more trust than there was initially. It's been more so built over time. And so I will give you credit. You've become far less needy than you initially were, which is completely normal for women anyway, in my opinion, to a certain extent. Now, even for women, neediness can become excessive and obsessive, and that's not normal. But to a certain extent, it is more normal for women to be a little bit more needy than men, at least early on or throughout the entire relationship. Fair statement?
Fair statement.
Now, there's another article here. We may read this another time, related. What it means when a guy says you're too needy. Well, that means like you're not letting the guy breathe. Like if a guy's gonna come out, let's say you're a hot chick and a guy's hanging out with you, and he's having a good time, you're having great sex, and all is good. But then like you start to get really, really needy and clingy and not let him breathe. When a guy says you're too needy, that means you're like suffocating him to the point of where if you don't stop, in essence, you're going to kill him. Maybe not literally, but, basically suffocate him mentally and emotionally. And he's not going to want to be with you. He'll leave you, Anyway, if you're being clingy, you probably already know it deep down. I think, well, it depends. It depends. I honestly think that people don't even realize when they're coming off too clingy, or else they would stop doing it because they know it's a big turnoff. So I will disagree with that. But maybe some people do realize it and they just can't help it. What are your thoughts about that line, babe?
Well, you know what? I didn't realize how clingy I was at first, um, until, a little later in life. And it was probably after I got a little bit of therapy and realized I was just clinging on to just the happiness I had.
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't realize that that's what I was doing, and that's the clinginess. And that wasn't just with relationships, that was with friendships, that was with my animals, that was with my kids, that was
Hmm.
with every aspect of my life. I was being clingy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, it happens without you realizing it. And I think more so women don't realize it because to a certain extent, it is a normal part of a woman's feminine biological essence. Um, so, but anyway, at least you've gotten older now and you realize it. And now, running the business with me and doing a lot more personal development, baby, this is really eye opening to you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've, like, personally never gotten into so many of these blogs, read so much information. So this is really enlightening to see all of this different perspective out there. It's very educational.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. You can learn a lot from it and become a better person, become more self fulfilled. And that's what I try to teach people, babe, is to love yourself and find self love and self happiness. And once you find that, you're going to be able to allow people around you that are your friends or your loved ones or your life partner to breathe a little bit more, because when you're happy within yourself and when you're happy to be alone, you're going to be happier and easier to be around when you're with the people you love, especially your life partner. You're not going to come off as clingy or needy. You're just going to be like, okay, cool. My partner, I'm here with him tonight. Tomorrow he's, going out of town with his friends or something, and I'm totally cool with that, but I'll look forward to seeing him when he gets back. Like, you're going to be totally cool with it once you find peace within yourself. Makes sense before we go on?
Absolutely.
All right. So let's continue here. There are 7 aspects here. We're going to go through the first 4. Actually, we're going to go through the first 3 and then take a break. And then we're going to come back and do the last 4 during the second half. But in case you need a reality check, here are 7 signs you're being super clingy in relationships. Number 1, you send 3 or more texts for every one they send you. And this is more so done by guys
Whoops.
nowadays trying to get what?
Oh, I send probably 3 or more texts than you do.
Well, you're a chick, baby. And I understand it can be annoying to the guy, but typically men are not going to dump their woman for overly texting. But women will eventually dump their guy for being weak, needy, desperate, insecure. You see, it's in my opinion, it's a little bit different for men and women. But let's read this here. Yes, it
Okay.
can be nerve. You are really excited tonight, huh, baby?
Yes.
Yes, it can be nerve-wracking to wait for that text back. And yes, they most likely saw your text as soon as you sent it. We have our phones within reach nearly all the time, and we reflexively check them thousands of times a day. Yes, thousands. A 2016 study showed that we touch our phones an average of 2,617 times a day. It's probably twice that in the modern world with these latest smartphones that, have like quad-core processors and 6 to 8 gigs of RAM. And now between, 500 gigabytes and a terabyte of storage. And it's supposed to be a damn phone, but it's like a mini computer. But bombarding him with texts, you see how they're saying this about women. This is interesting here. But bombarding him with texts isn't going to make him more likely to text you back. Once is enough. Then wait for a reply. And when it comes, don't text him back right away. We're more likely to want what we can't have. So make him sweat a little. It is okay to be a little elusive. I think this is bullshit. I'm tired of this game that some men and women play.
That's game.
I think you and I have it down perfectly, baby. Like, if I need to reach out to you, I'll reach out to you. If it's something legitimate, the business or something. But if I don't have anything business related or something important we need to handle, I typically will just do my thing and wait for you to reach out and say, hey, babe, how are you? And then I'll get back to you either right away or within 5 or 10 minutes, because that's the relationship my lady and I have. Like, my lady.
Well, even in the beginning, I'm sorry to interrupt, even in the beginning, before we started the business, it was just basically either one of us, like, I would text you in the morning on my way to work or once on my break saying, good morning, I'm at work, just want to let you know I'm here safe. And then whenever you would get up and start getting your day going, you would text me back. And it wasn't right away. It was, within an hour or so, and it was fine.
Yeah.
And that's how we were in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, I probably took a little longer to respond to you because, we were still fairly new, and I didn't want to overwhelm you, and we didn't know each other as well as we know each other now. But we're at the point right now where, like, look, if I need to reach out to you for something, I'm going to reach out to you. If you need to reach out to me, you'll reach out to me. And,
and we get back to each other right away because we're in that relationship now.
Yeah. And the thing is, and if we don't get back to each other right away, like, I will let you know and say, listen, babe, I'm busy doing this right now. I'm going to do this for the next couple hours. I'll get back to you then. And that's a courtesy because we know each other's patterns. And if we fall off the patterns, it may make the other person think that something bad happened to us. Right. And that's
it's not an insecurity of either one of us. It's just one of those, oh my goodness, did something bad happen?
Right. Right. People have patterns, baby. People have patterns, right?
Yes.
And yes. when you and I are used to doing things a certain way and the pattern shifts out of the ordinary, there's nothing wrong with checking in on that. At that point, I might text you a few times or try to call you a few times because you may be asleep or something is going on and you can't hear your phone. There's nothing wrong with that. But, basically, you don't want to overly text a man or a woman in the beginning of their relationship to try to get their attention just to see if they're, only dating you or not dating someone else. Like, that's pretty freaking annoying. Like, you don't want to overly text just to say hi and I miss you and this and that. One, I miss you is fine, and then just, go on with your days. I think people know they get that feeling when it becomes excessive. Let's continue here. Number 2, baby. I should have scrolled up so it could have updated on your screen, but you could probably see it at the bottom for right now, and it'll scroll up. You expect them to spend all their free time with you. When you've both got jobs, families, and busy lives, it can be hard to find free time to be together. So naturally, You might want your partner to spend every possible free moment with you, enjoying quality couple time. So what are your thoughts about that, baby? Like, do you feel that
Well,
need, like you want to spend all your free time with me, or how do you handle that?
well, I think in the beginning of a relationship, absolutely. Um, that's the feeling. You want to spend all your free time with the new person you're dating. But as you get into the relationship, you realize that you both have your lives.
Right.
And in order to have a healthy relationship, you have to share your time equally with family, friends, and other things.
Right.
Otherwise, you won't grow as a couple.
Right.
For instance, you know, I have my good friends out in the Sacramento area, and I'm planning on going out there to see them by myself, you know, without you. And that's not anything against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of these, just a girls' trip, you know?
Okay.
That's just how it is. I want to go out and
Yeah.
see the girls and visit with the babies and do one of those things, you know? Nothing against the guys. I love all the guys.
Right. Right. You
I
know what the
love
funny thing is?
all the husbands, all the spouses, but sometimes you just need a girls' trip.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be funny, baby. I'm just throwing this in there because this is I predict. I know YouTube so well. I'm so intuitive with all this stuff. Uh, Back in the days on my former channel when I was with Dana, and her family went away to the Dominican Republic for a week. I stayed at her house and I was, cat sitting and dog sitting. The female dog Mabel and the female cat Lydia. Lydia was the cat baby and Mabel was the dog. Two great old school classic old lady names for their pets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was doing live streams, from her place, right? I was running the business from her place back then. And, I was saying, yeah, she's in the Dominican Republic with her family. And all these soccer accounts came in saying, Dana's getting smashed by Chad in the DR, right? In the Dominican Republic, they're saying, she's getting smashed
Oh,
by
yeah.
Chad. So now that you're going to go away for a few days without me in the Sacramento area, they're going to say Eli's, babe ma'am is getting smashed by Chad or Tyrone together in Sac area or in Sac Town or
Well, I
whatever,
don't
right?
even know when I'm going. I just know that I'm talking to my friend and we're making plans. My God, guys, get over yourself and grow the F up.
Listen, I'm 48 years
You,
old and I trust my woman. And listen, if my woman's going to go smash Chad in Sac area, then that's on her. Like I'm not going to sit here and worry about it. Now, babe, I know you're not going to
listen,
do that. I'm just
listen, there will be no smashing at all. The only thing I'm going to be doing is loving on that little baby that I haven't seen in a while. My little
hmm
nephew. I'm going to give him kisses and I'm
uh-huh.
going to spoil him because I haven't
hmm
seen him in a while. That is the only loving that's going to be happening out there and the only
Okay.
spoiling and anything. So y'all
Excellent.
can make whatever stories up about that you want to. But yeah, no, this trip is strictly about going to see my nephew, spending time with my girls, and that's it.
Well, he's not really
There's
your
no
nephew. He's your
well,
friend's kid.
yes, but she is my birthday twin. We have the same birthday, and we have been friends for almost 20 years.
Okay.
And so we're like sisters.
She's a
And
millennial,
so
right,
when
baby?
yes,
Sorry, go ahead.
she is. She is a
I,
millennial, but
I love
she's got
millennials.
her
You know
shit
that,
together.
baby. Okay.
She's got her shit
No,
together though.
I
She
met
didn't
her.
at first.
I did meet her when we were in Sacramento that one time, and yeah, she seems to be pretty cool. She seems like a cool millennial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
But
She at first was a little scattered, but now she has her shit together. I am so proud of her. She is my sister,
mhm,
from another mister. I absolutely love her and I'm so proud of her. So yeah, it's my family, so I do call it my nephew,
mhm,
because I will fight for these people like they are my family.
mm, okay.
And I spoil him like he is my actual family.
Mm, okay.
You know that. You know that. That kid gets most of my money.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Let's continue here, baby. We went off on a little tangent there, but it was fun. It was a
Yeah,
great
I know,
story.
I
Thanks for
know.
sharing that.
Sorry.
That's okay. But resist the urge to try and take up every spare moment of his time. In a healthy relationship, each person has things they like to do on their own, and that I'm one of them, and so are you. And that's why even when we move in together, baby, you're going to have to give me time and space to do my manly shit. And I'm going to give you time and space to do your girly shit, right? Right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't
Well, I
be a
don't know how
threat.
girly darts are.
Well, you're a tomboy. That's cool. I love tomboys. I've dated nothing but tomboys. So I don't think darts are girly or manly. I think it's unisex. Anyway, it shouldn't be a threat to your relationship. In fact, it is just the opposite. Growing as individuals will help you grow as a couple too. Right.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing. If a man and a woman love each other and they respect each other, there really isn't going to be such a thing as being too clingy. You two will just talk things out, and you'll understand each other. If you need some time to yourself to get some things done as a man, you just ask your woman. And, if she needs time to get things done, she can just ask you. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you get on a schedule, like, my lady and I, we haven't moved in together. Once you move in together, that's a whole new world because you're living together. Then you're practically stuck with each other, right? But even then, you got to give each other, time and space throughout the days, right? To get, your own stuff done. And then you reconvene in the bedroom at night and it's all good. Or sometimes you'll sit on the couch and watch a movie together or a show or whatever, right? But the bottom line is, if two people really love each other, they're never gonna feel like it's too clingy. They're gonna be able to, you know, uh, balance, their side of the relationship naturally because. Like with you and I, we feel comfortable communicating with each other. If I feel like I need some space, I'll just let you know. If you feel like you need some space, you let me know. And it's not that we don't want to be around each other. It's just that, hey, we both have our own shit going on outside of our relationship, right? With our families and other things. And it gets a little overwhelming at times. So sometimes we just need a moment, right, baby? And then we just take
Mhm.
that moment and come right back, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? And I think you've learned at this point in our relationship at the 11-month point, right around there, we're close to 11 months. That's just the way we handle things naturally, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything you want to add to that?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see. I think I read that growing as individuals will help you grow as a couple too. All right, we are at number 3, and we're at 39 minutes. So we're going to just read number 3, and then we're going to take our first break and come back and do 4 through 7. Number 3, you always want to talk about the relationship. Yeah, typically, women will more so talk about that if the man is not giving the woman what she wants within the relationship, or feels, deserves in the relationship, right? Communication is key to a solid relationship, but constantly having what psychologist John Gottman calls State of the Union meetings is likely to drive your partner crazy. State of the Union meetings for relationships. This is the state of the relationship address. Babe, I want you to, when you come over tomorrow, babe, we're going to have the state of our relationship address, and I'm going to stand up on a podium and tell you what you do that drives me crazy, what I want you to change, how I want you to do this, how I want you to be in the bedroom. I mean, this is ridiculous, right, baby?
Then I'm gonna walk out the door and go home.
And probably never come back.
Yeah.
Right? and so but constantly having what psychologist John Gottman calls State of the Union meetings is likely to drive your partner crazy and drive the two of you farther apart. Instead, suggest instituting once a week relationship talks. Well, we just talk when we feel like it. My lady and I talk whenever we feel like it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think just being natural and just talking in your relationship and not scheduling it like it's a psychologist or a therapist section. Like, yeah, just if you have an issue with your partner, you just talk to him. Like you get home from work and say, "Hey, let's sit down and talk tonight." You have dinner, have a glass of wine, and you sit down and talk. No big deal.
Yeah, I'm not trying to criticize this blog author's advice, but I think it's pretty bad advice. I think you talk when you need to talk. You don't need to schedule.
You do it continuously, not once a week.
You do it naturally. Like, look, I like talking with my lady when we're driving, like on a day trip or a weekend getaway. I like having conversations like when we're in the car and we have beautiful scenery around us. Like, I don't need to, baby, okay, we're going to schedule our talk for 8 p.m. this Sunday night. And when you come over on Friday, we're not going to be talking about anything regarding the relationship or our future. We're just going to bang and, then just like watch TV and not say a damn word. Like, come on. You talk when you need to talk. You're silent when you need to be silent. You just handle things naturally. So yeah, instituting once a week relationship talks. Maybe this is more so geared to the millennials that are one of the most emotionally closed off generations in history. That's why, there are more millennials just hooking up randomly than committing in relationships. And I think that has to do with the way that they were raised. So, maybe this is more so geared towards them, but baby, like in our generation and previous generations to us, we talk when we feel like talking, when we need to talk. We don't need to schedule it a week out, right? That's just ridiculous. Sorry, I had to overly emphasize that. That's just ridiculous.
That's unhealthy in my eyes in a relationship. I believe if you have something on your mind, you talk to your partner. I mean, if you can't talk to them right away because they're at work, you're at work, whatever, then yeah, you talk after work, you sit down after dinner and you have a conversation. But definitely you don't wait until Friday night or Saturday night when it's whatever designated time for your once a week relationship talk. You got to get that shit out right away. And it's got to be a continuous thing all week long. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of harboring resentment on both
Right.
sides.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's continue here. When couples meet once a week for an hour, it drastically improves their relationship because it gives the relationship space to have constructive conflict and the partners an opportunity to get on the same team, writes relationship coach Kyle Benson. Well, Kyle, you're making this sound like my lady said a second ago, a therapy session. Talking with your lady or a lady talking with her man should not be a therapy session. It's communicating, right? I communicate with my lady every day. Even when we're not together, we talk throughout the day. We're business partners, but we're also best friends and best lovers. And then at night before we go to bed, we talk. We talk about what we're going to do for fun over the weekend. And so we don't schedule this once per week, baby. We're going to talk about the heavy relationship stuff that most people don't want to talk about. Why the hell are you in a relationship with somebody if you can't talk about the heavy shit at any given time, right? And should it even be called heavy stuff, right? Either you want to be with somebody or you don't want to be with someone. This is a bunch of crap here. The way things are today, like, baby, I'm really disappointed at the way this is being written. This is ridiculous. What are your thoughts, baby? Am I out of line?
Yeah.
Have I flipped my lid, or does this am I making sense regarding what I'm saying here?
Well, no, there are some things that make sense here, but some things that don't make sense.
Uh-huh. So tell me what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, baby.
Well, this last thing does not make sense.
Okay.
I think some of the stuff earlier, we could say it had some logic to it. We could find some reasoning in it. But this makes no sense at all.
Right. Okay. What? Anything else you want to add to that? You're all quiet all of a sudden.
Oh no, I just finished my answer there, baby.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm just used to you having longer answers, but yeah, you've been practicing your delivery, baby, and getting to the point. I'm really proud of you. I've got to say, babe, that show that we did last night, by the way, folks, my lady and I, we recorded an interview last night regarding her experiences of being a YouTuber after 3 months. Check it out. It's the previous video on this channel here before this one. So if you need more content after this show ends, check it out. And I've just got to say, babe, I'm really proud at how far you've come and how good you sound doing these video podcasts with me. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
you're welcome. That. And we really want to help as many people as possible, even if other couples out there, want to be able to go live on YouTube or do podcasting together to help other people. But you fear the microphone, you fear the camera. My lady and I can help you work through it. We can work with you. Our rates are very reasonable. Go to my website, coacheli.com. Schedule an hour, with us. And right now, for $79 for 1 hour, will include my lady and I. Until I add a package that includes her, $79 for 1 hour. That'll include both her and I. And we will help you folks out. We will help you work through anything. Get over your fears of anything. But yeah, anything else, baby, before we take our first break? Yeah.
Nope.
All right, babe.
I'm good.
I'm gonna go ahead and I was gonna say throw you backstage, but I don't throw women. I'm gonna place you.
You could throw me anywhere you want.
You women want to be thrown down on the bed, but only in the bedroom. You women want to be. Yeah, but then out of the bedroom, you want to be treated like a little princess, right?
Yes.
Right, baby? All right,
Yeah.
babe. Backstage you go, and I'm going to cue up some music here, and we'll be back in a little less than 10 minutes. So my lady is backstage. Let's move this to number 4 so we can be prepared when we get back. There we go. And we'll switch back to full screen and cue up that music. And we just need one more. Do. All right, music is all queued up. We're going to step away for an 8 or 9 minute break, and when we return, we're going to get to the second part of the blog. 7 signs. Hang on one second here. 7 signs you're too clingy in relationships. So stick around, round. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel the energy. Feel the heat. Feel the fire. Feel the love. Feel the energy. Energy up, and energy up. Yeah, humma from the YouTube audio library. It's Whiskey. The song is called Whiskey by Humma. Your veins. No more negativity. No drama allowed. Yeah. Wait until you folks see the merch I have coming. We're going to have no drama allowed, mugs and t-shirts, drama-free zone. We're going to do it up. Stick around. So much more is coming here to Coach Eli's neck of the woods between this channel here and my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Yeah. Ho, yeah. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli 22222. Coach Eli 2 Authentic. You get the hint. Authentic live streams. Yeah, folks, this channel is so close to being monetized. We are at 3,965 watch hours, 35 more to go. It may even update tonight, and we may qualify tonight, or by the latest tomorrow we will qualify, and then we will go under review, and probably sometime over the weekend or early next week, Monday, Tuesday, we will be monetized here on this channel. When that does happen, my Walking with Purpose live streams that have been happening for 341 episodes on my main channel, the new ones will move over here. The old ones will stay there. We'll share a playlist of them on this channel here, but those will move here, and then we're going to focus primarily doing live streams here on this channel. On the main channel, we're going to focus on, creating some of the highest quality bite-sized content in the highest quality 4K at 60 frames per second. We're also going to be doing some more YouTube shorts. Those are those 1 minute or less TikTok style videos. And last but not least, we're also going to be creating more members only content. There will be membership packages on this channel here as well when it gets monetized. We're gonna, once we get it monetized and we set everything up, we will do a stream. My lady and I will do a stream to clearly show you folks what your options are and what you're gonna get here more than you're already getting. And merch is coming too. We're gonna have the merch wall, which is now called the shopping tab, available on both channels here. Right below each one of our live streams and videos, you'll be able to purchase Coach Eli merch. And it's going to be amazing. I really love what YouTube has done. They've opened up pretty much every aspect of the YouTube partner program to, everybody that joins the YouTube partner program from the very beginning. It used to be that memberships required you to have 30,000 subscribers, the merch wall, 10,000 subscribers. Now, as soon as you get monetized, you get everything. And that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that, team YouTube. You're doing a great job. One more thing before I bring my lady on. Until this channel gets monetized, and even once it gets monetized, another option, you can donate in one of two ways. Nightbot has been sharing my PayPal and Cash App links in the chat every 7 minutes. On PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. And on Cash App, you can go to $the real Coach Eli. You can make a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. And as always, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. All right, let's bring my lady back on to the show here. Welcome back, babe. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, baby. I'm almost out of breath. I'm so excited. I mean, so many great things have been happening here in our neck of the woods, and we're connecting with some new, amazing, positive people. I mean, what are we all about here in our neck of the woods here, baby?
Positivity.
Yeah, what else?
Positivity.
Tell us more. Tell us more, baby.
Spreading just spreading positivity, helping people, just all of that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and someone that I used to associate with made me aware of this group on YouTube called Create Not Hate. And that's what we're all about. Create, not hate. Create, not hate. Create, not hate. Create, not hate. Right? People love it. People love it when I say that phrase with conviction and passion, because there are a lot of haters out here and hateful people. And, they're not even really trying to be hateful to us or other good people. The truth of the matter is, baby, who do they hate? Who do they really hate?
Themselves.
They hate themselves. It's a direct reflection of how they see themselves. They are projecting, right? And you know what? Even to you folks out there that don't love yourselves and are projecting that onto good people like myself and other good people, you can turn that around. And like I mentioned earlier, babe, on my Walking with Purpose live stream on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, I was saying, look, it doesn't matter whether people love me or hate me or love you or hate you. What matters is if you apply the principles that we teach, whether you love us or hate us, they will turn your life around. So, hey, don't do it for us. Do it for yourself. How does that sound, baby? It can't get any more positive than that. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, let's get back to the blog, baby. We're going to switch back over to the browser screen there. And we are at number 4. Baby. You used to like it when I would do that.
I love it. Do.
There you go. I haven't heard you repeat me doing the do. That's like, trying to fill in some, air, some dead air until I figure out, what I'm going to do next or what song I'm going to play, right? All right. Oh, love it, love it, love it. When you have your woman, like, copying your stupid shit, then you got it good. All right. All right, baby. Number 4.
The funny thing is that's what I used to do when I would have to fill my stupid time, is I would say the same thing. I'd be like, do. And so when you started doing that, I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. We really are 2 peas in the pod, huh, baby?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Baby, hang on.
I'm hanging.
All right. So let's get to number 4 here. You get mad when they hang out with their friends. Let me repeat that one more time. You get mad when they hang out with their friends. Before I even read this, I will say this. The only time a man or a woman in a relationship will get mad at the other partner for hanging out with their friends is when they're feeling insecure and they feel that person is cheating. Do you agree, baby, real quick before we read this, and then we'll go into more depth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
Okay, let's read this and then we'll go. Go ahead.
That's the only thing I would have to say, is that if I had insecurities in my relationship, if he was going out a lot with his friends, I would think he was cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, babe. Absolutely. Let's read what the blog author wrote. If you're bothered when your partner spends time with friends and doesn't invite you to join them, ask yourself why. Do you not trust him? Do you not like his friends? And if so, do you have a good reason to not like them? Well, here's the thing. I've never not trusted you, baby. I'm going to share my end here in our relationship, and then you can share your end. Some of your friends I just don't want to hang out with because, of what they did initially to do background checks on me and to try to, send you false information to try to get us to break up. But I never told you to not hang out with those friends. I just said, look, hey, hang out with whoever you want. I just won't hang out with you when you're hanging out with them. I'll just, sit at
Exactly.
home and do a YouTube stream or video, or just catch up on some shows on TV and spend the night by myself, drama free. And you can go and deal with the drama on your own. It's not because I don't trust my woman. It's just that, here's the thing. Sometimes, friends can be your worst enemy when it comes to, your relationship. And so, and in my opinion, like, I wouldn't want to have any friends that didn't support my relationship. If you're my friend, you support everything I do, and I support everything you do. Okay, we don't always have to agree with everything, but friends don't try to hurt other friends just because they're jealous and insecure. That's my aspect, my side of it. What about you, baby?
Absolutely. I mean, if you really legitimately have a fear um for your friend, then yes. Like if you've seen this person on the FBI's Most Wanted or on the news, then yes, intervene. But other than that, just let that person be happy.
Yeah,
You have no reason to get involved. Just let them be happy. You can watch out for them. Absolutely. That's your job as a friend.
right, right.
We all watch out for each other, but you don't have to be, a private investigator or anything else. Just be a friend. That's it.
Okay,
And
okay.
like my friend in SAT, she was a little apprehensive at first, but like once she met you, she's like, yeah, no, he's totally cool. Like she has no problem with you now.
Well, baby, she saw a pretty cool, calm and collective, hot, sexy Greek guy, and she's like, "Ooh, I see why you're with him now, huh?" Humbly speaking, baby.
No, no, no. She saw that you were a good guy that, was giving me, just a good time, bringing me out to good functions and treating me
hmm
right. And so she appreciated that.
So the sexy
And
factor doesn't matter one bit, huh, baby?
not to my friends. No, I mean
Baby,
it's to me, but not
friends will.
okay.
All right, all right, everyone. All right, everyone. We should be back live. We should be back live. I had to dump the delay um, because something was said that we didn't want to get out there publicly. So I'm just going to wait a second, babe, for the delay to catch up here and make sure that this thing rolls on my phone. But go ahead and say what you were saying there, baby, and without mentioning the names. Go right ahead.
Um yes, no, without saying the names, my good friend, she has her partner, and I have no problem telling her that she is a good looking man. The same way she has no problem telling me I have a good looking man. Like we just recognize things in life and we're not into each other's men. It's just we just notice and recognize that we have great things in life.
Yeah, babe. And all I was saying is that no, it's not that, your friend wants me or I want her or, you want her man or whatever. But no, guys will say, hey, dude, your girlfriend's, she's pretty hot. Good. You got a good woman and she's hot. It's all good, bro. Congratulations. And, and women do the same thing. Let's just be real. It doesn't mean that, it means more than that the statement. There's nothing wrong with saying,
Absolutely.
it's the same thing as me saying, another man is a good looking dude when I'm a straight man. I am a straight man, but a lot of guys, if you even pay another man as a man a compliment that he's good looking, even if you're a straight man, they scrutinize you for, and say, oh, you're not straight. Nothing wrong, with appreciating anyone's beauty in general. Right, baby? That's all it
No,
is.
no.
But people take it way out of context
Yeah.
nowadays because they're bored, lonely, and miserable and jealous. So they got to take things out of context just to fuck with you. But go ahead.
No, absolutely. I one of the things that made me fall in love with you, the first things was your eyes. And to be quite honest,
Uh huh.
my girlfriend in Sacramento, her guys' eyes are just as amazing as yours.
Oh wow.
And when I look at his eyes, it's like just the same thing.
Hmm.
And so I see what she fell in love with, and
But you get more
that's
of a
what I
tingle when
fell
you
in
look at
love
my
with.
eyes. You get more of a tingle, huh?
Absolutely, yes. But
All right.
as women, when we
Mm-hmm.
talk as women, we are connecting over the whole eye thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that connection in the eyes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue here, baby. Okay. Or do you feel uneasy not being together all the time? How would you feel if the shoe were on the other foot and he got mad when you spend time with your friends? Trust is the bedrock of a good relationship. You need to be secure enough to feel fine when he hangs out with his friends. Here's the thing, nothing wrong with hanging out with friends. And if you two have a secure relationship, that's all good. But if you're always fearing that he's cheating on you or she's cheating on you, it's probably happening. So people that are secure in their relationship wouldn't even question it, right? And on another note, okay, when you're in a relationship, you have to prioritize your relationship over your friends. It doesn't mean you ditch your friends and never see them again, but you've got to invest the most amount of your free time in that relationship. If you want it to go the distance, if you want to get married, have a family, etc., right? Or in my case with my lady, we're older. She's had her kids and she can't have any more kids. We're just looking to spend the rest of our lives together. So if you want that to happen, you have to invest the majority of your time. I'd say about 60 to 75% of your free time should be spent with your significant other. And
Yeah. Yeah.
the other 25% of the time, hang out with friends and family. But then when you move in together, you're going to practically be doing most things together anyway, right? And
Absolutely.
if you don't enjoy doing most things together with your significant other, then you're with the wrong person. If you're with the right person, you'll never get tired of being around them. Now, again, you do need to have some space to do your own thing as a man and a woman throughout the days. And my lady and I do that even when we're spending the nights together, right? But yeah, that's my thoughts regarding that. What are your thoughts, baby, before we get to number 5?
Well, yeah, like for instance, my mother, she like my father works very hard in his job. So he doesn't feel the need he needs to go out and do any extra exercising. But my mom goes out and she walks every morning. So she
Mm-hmm.
has a couple of the neighbor friends or just the neighbors that goes out they go out and walk with her.
Right.
And that's something that's important to her. Those are her friends. That's the time she hangs out. And
Mm-hmm.
my father respects that, you know,
Why
and
wouldn't
that's
he?
usually when he's leaving. What?
Why wouldn't he respect
Well,
that?
no, why wouldn't he? Exactly. Like
Right.
they have their time in the morning, they have their coffee, and then he goes to work, and then she goes and does her walk with her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what it is.
Right.
And like they share their time like that. So it's not like my mom is taking away from my dad's time with her. She waits, he goes to work, and then that's when she spends the time with her friends. And I think that's the best way to do it in a
Correct.
relationship. That way
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're taking away from the relationship, you know?
Right. And that's when you were working, your retail management job. That's the time, those were the days that we didn't spend together. And I would get my stuff done. Now, that you're more so working this business and you're doing some other ventures, um, you know, um, we spend weekends together, and then the weekdays, we'll spend like 3.5 days together, and the other 3.5 to 4 days, you're back at your place doing your thing, getting your stuff done, taking care of your dogs. You still have a lot of unfinished business in your area before we take that next step of moving in later on in the year or early next year. So, we communicate this, baby, and we're so secure within ourselves that at this point right now, I think you realize everything we're doing now is just planning for the future. It's one step closer to the future. Is it all beginning to make sense now after all this time?
Oh,
Like
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Anything else you want to add to that, or should we get on to number
Everything.
5?
Oh, let's get on to number 5, but I was going to say everything is falling into place.
Good, good. All right, number 5. You shower them with attention. It is great to do nice things for your partner, sending love notes. You do that throughout the days. Nowadays, it's not love notes. It's texts. It's
It's
all
text.
gone digital. It's digital now. Women don't send you love notes anymore. Well, they do, but they do it digitally. Sending love notes, buying them. This blog author must be like old school, which I actually respect that, right? Sending love notes, buying them little gifts, making dinner for them, surprising them with flowers at work. These are all lovely gestures. But are you the only one making them?
Yes.
So let's keep that in mind. Let me finish this paragraph here, then we'll respond to it. When your cascades of affection are overwhelmingly one-sided, never being returned as enthusiastically as they are given, it can come off as needy and clingy. Back off and let him be the one to do things for you for a change. Baby, that's why last weekend, for the first time in my entire life, I let you, a woman, pay for the stuff we purchased at the grocery store without questioning it. And you know why? Because I realize you appreciate how much I've done for you, and you've also done other things for me without me even asking. And for the first time in my life, I really feel I have a woman that respects me as an equal, that, is doing her best. You're doing your best to not only be in this relationship mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, but financially as well. Like, it just really blew me away. You said, I'm paying for this. You got the dinner. It was over $100. We're at the supermarket. This is going to be about 80 or $90. Let me get this. I'm getting this. I'm like, I sat there and I looked at you. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking argue this. This is my soulmate. Why the hell am I going to argue when everything's going to be combined anyway, right? So, that's what this number 5 is. You shower them with attention. That's a little excessive, but it's like you should be doing things for each other, but it should be equal and reciprocated. And if you didn't do your part, baby, the truth of the matter is, I would stop doing my part. It wouldn't work. And quite frankly, it's not even about you monetarily reciprocating. It's just about you just being down to earth and sweet, and not making my life miserable. Like, for me, it doesn't even have to involve money from a woman or her buying things. All it has to do with is her not driving me crazy. and just being sweet and cool. But go ahead. What are your thoughts regarding number 5, baby?
Yeah, I don't really know what the author is really talking, if they're coming from a male or a female perspective.
Both sides. It's actually both sides. So I think, he's coming from the male perspective here. But I think it's a he. It's an anonymous author. But I think the author's talking about both sides, not just one side or the other.
Yeah, I just I don't think showering with attention is the right thing to do. I think a random surprise is fine. If you want to randomly surprise your partner with a nice dinner at home, like if you get home early and you want to cook dinner and they get home from work and there it is, or if it's a rough week and you want to send them flowers because it's been a rough week, that's not a bad idea, but that's not showering them with attention. That's just sending just a little bit of attention, letting them know that you're thinking about them and you love them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's your opinion. I shared mine. Pretty much, you do things. If two people really love each other, you do things for each other equally or as equally as possible. Now, I don't expect my woman to spend as much money on me as I spend on her. It's not a competition about who spends the most money. It's about just, being as considerate to each other as possible and reciprocating in
Well,
different ways.
absolutely.
Go ahead.
And when we're in a relationship, like, like you and I are, that's
Mm-hmm.
what's going to go back and forth. When you and I are both making money, um, you buy dinner, I'll buy groceries. It's an equal thing. We live in the same house. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
Um, but what I think about showering with attention is the little gifts, the little things that make people feel good, and that it's not really just the whole equalizing the money.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Let's get to number 6 because this is going to continue, and
Yeah.
I can share more here because this is this is interesting here. Number 6, they actually tell you you're being clingy. One more time, they actually tell you you're being clingy. If things are so bad that your partner actually comes out and tells you that you're being clingy, you definitely need to step back. The usual dance is for the needy person to smother their partner and the partner to withdraw. It is rare that they will bother to talk to you about it. More often, they just fade away, fed up with your clinginess. So if they care enough to come to you and talk about it, take it seriously and change your ways. Let me just share my thoughts real quick, baby. When we first got together, and every now and then, because this is actually normal to a certain extent for women to do this to a certain extent. Like, you've been really, you at one point you were really pushing the marriage thing and moving in and all that, and you still kind of do it, but you kind of backed off a little bit because where we're at and we're going to get there, and baby, that if you were to continue pushing it as hard as you have been, this is where it gets pretty clingy, and this is where things could go south, right? Like what are your thoughts regarding
Mm-hmm.
that? Because in essence, I didn't come out and say you're being clingy, but you were really pushing. You've been really pushing to move this forward because you really just want this. And I understand that. Go ahead.
Well, yes. And there's more reasons on top of why I want this other than just being with you, and you know that.
I know that.
And that's why I was being a little bit more pushy.
Mm-hmm.
I will just go out and say my living situation here, I'm not happy with it. I would like to get out of it and be in a better one. And that's why I've been pushing to get out of here. Um, so yeah, I've been pushing to move in with you. Um, Sorry. It's
Well, no
just
need to
been it has been selfish. No, it has been selfish because of my living situation mostly.
I understand. And I tell you, baby, I respect the fact that you're saying it's been selfish. I'm not going to come out and say you've been selfish. I understand what you've been through. I understand your situation, and it really isn't all that bad. It's just that I think you're ready to close that chapter of your life because where you've been living and the people you've been associating with for the last, you've been divorced, what, for about 13 years now or something?
Oh, longer than that. Since 2009.
Okay. So you're looking at, yeah, about 13 years. That's 13
Oh,
years.
is that 13 years? Whew.
Yeah. Something like that,
Wow.
12 to 13 years. Okay. So, I know the last 13 years or so, um, you know, um, haven't been the greatest years. You've had some experiences and you want to move past that, put it behind you, and live a happy life with someone that cares about you and you care about. I totally get that. But, even
And
you real
and a
go ahead.
lot, yeah, and this town where I'm at is where a lot of that life happened. And so I'd like to just leave this town and move
Right.
forward.
Right. Okay. Anything else, or should we get to number 7? Because we're almost done.
Oh,
And this
go
one,
7.
go 7. Go gadget number 7. All right. Folks, get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. Going to be going off the air in about maybe 10 minutes or so. We are roughly at around like an hour and 34 minutes or so, something like that. I'm looking at the back end of YouTube because I had to restart OBS to dump the delay earlier. So we're right around an hour and 34 minutes or so. Number 7, you never give them a chance to miss you. One more time, you never give them a chance to miss you. If you never leave your partner alone, how can he, and I'll say or she, ever miss you? Being too available will only make him or her take you for granted. At best or at worst, get sick of you. That's very true. Make a point of nurturing your own friendships, interests, and hobbies outside of the relationship. The more invested you become in your own life, the less likely you'll be to cling to a partner. The ironic thing is that by being less available and more interested in things other than your SO, which is probably standing for significant other than your significant other, the more interesting you're likely to be him. Play your cards right, and pretty soon he'll be the one clinging to you. So, for example, baby, I don't really cling on to you. It's like, you go back home after you spend, 2 to 3 days with me on the weekends, every weekend now. And like, I don't bother you. Yes, I communicate with you when we need to get things done. and I don't overly text you or overly call you. But, I let you be. I let you do your thing. I don't question you. You want to go out with friends. You want to go do this. You want to get your nails done. You want to do whatever. I don't question it, right? And I tell you, hey, take all the time in the world. You don't have to always contact me. I'll be here when you need me, right? And that's giving you a chance to miss me. Now, by the time you come back on a Friday or Saturday, after you haven't seen me for 3 or 4 days, because of the way I treat you and give you space when we're not together, do you miss me a lot? This is just for example purposes, so people understand.
Oh, yeah. Okay? Oh, yeah. What is that? The thing, something makes the heart. Oh, I can't remember that.
The phrase goes like this, baby. The heart grows fonder when time spent apart.
Yes. And that's so true. And and it gets deeper. The heart gets deeper for each other when you spend time apart.
Right.
So yeah, no, I appreciate you more. I miss you more. I just, like, everything just means a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, or absence makes the heart grow fonder. You can say it in one of many ways.
Absence grow. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Right. Anything else?
Nope.
Baby. That's it, huh?
I said nope. Yeah, no.
All right.
Absence makes some. Yeah, that literally clears it up.
Well, that's a great high note to end this show on, baby. Great show. Great show, and not too long. I believe it's an hour and 37, hour and 38 minutes. We were off the air for a few minutes to dump the delay. On the back end, it shows an hour 40, but that's including the time that we were off. So we're at about an hour and 37, hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to check one thing before we go off the air to see if our hours have been updated. My God, they were updated again. Oh my God. No, we're at 3,984 hours. 16 hours to go.
There.
God. It updated again. It won't update. We're going to qualify tomorrow. We're at 3,984 public watch hours. YouTube, you're killing me with the last two updates.
We'll be there tomorrow, baby.
We'll the YouTube gods, tomorrow. The YouTube gods just want to test my patience.
And you've got all the patience in the world.
Yeah, when I want to, baby. When I want to have all the patience in the world, I do. Oh, man, YouTube. Wow. Well, wow. And watch. Tomorrow they'll add 15 hours. It'll be 3,999 watch hours.
Sweetheart, and don't be a pessimist. Be an optimist.
I'm just, baby, I'm keeping it real. We're going to get there by tomorrow. We're going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gosh, we're 16 hours away from qualifying for monetization. And I knew there was going to be one more update. There was going to be one more update today. And we just didn't get enough watch time from some of the previous streams. And that's okay.
Yep.
That's okay. And there are many reasons for that. We're not going to talk about that here. But the bottom line is we're still going to get there despite anything and everything else that's been coming our way. And I am proud of you as well, too, babe. So let me go back to full screen. Whoops. I'm on the wrong screen there. That was the quad screen. There's nothing shown there on the quad screen. I use that when, I show people on the panel, but my lady's not going to show herself
There's nobody
yet.
there.
There's nobody there. Right. All right, babe. Any final thoughts before I get you backstage, put you backstage, or?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching, giving us the watch time. I know we didn't have anybody in the chat that was worthy. So, sorry about that. I hope we get our people back in here. But yeah, no, it was a great chat. Great talk tonight, babe. I know we'll talk a little bit later. And I love you. You look handsome.
I love you. Thank you, baby. I love you too. And I'm sure you look great as always. And thank you for another great show. And thank you for this amazing journey so far in getting a second channel monetized here. I'll be honest and say, I probably could have done it without you, but it would have taken a lot longer and been much more stressful. So I'll just come out and say I couldn't have done it without you. I really respect you and appreciate you that much. And here's to the future regarding everything.
Thank you, baby.
Our business, our channels,
thank you, my love.
Our life, and helping as many wonderful people get a better grip on their lives. All right, babe. I'm going to send you backstage, and then I'll be chatting with you in a little bit after I shut down the equipment. All right? Bye, babe. Love you, babe.
All righty. Bye-bye. I love you.
All right. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I personally want to thank everyone that's been supporting this channel and helping us get the watch time and getting this monetized. We truly appreciate the people that, are good people and are supporting our message despite some other distractions that, happen to many YouTubers. But just know many more great things are coming to this channel here, Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams, and my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Nightbot's been sharing the link every 7 minutes, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. And here on Coach Eli 2, you can just subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and the new URL to Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams is youtube.com/Coach Eli 2, the number 2, Coach Eli 2. youtube.com/Coach Eli 2. With that being said, have yourselves a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.